Okay, I have a new project that I had to take on because, well, the farmer did this to me. See all this? That's all buckwheat. I didn't know he was putting it in. I just came here and he had planted it and I said, "What's that in your field?" He says, "Buckwheat." And I said, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "When's it bloom?" He says, "I'm plowing it down before it blooms. It's green manure. That's how you do it. You plow it down before it blooms." Okay. So I just had my honey supers on here. Whatever it needed a honey super, had one. This is also the yard I'm getting tested by the Orbs people next week. Anyway, and this whole back row here and part of that down there, they're all mating nukes. So most of these boxes, like this box here, there's 3 mating nukes in that. That one there, there's 2 in that. So there's 5 queens right there on that skid. Same with that skid. That one's got 3, that one's got 5. That one down there has 5, and so on. Anyway, bunch of queens here. But these ones are all the ones I've moved, the ones that I wanted to get tested here within the last few days. And they're going to be tested by the Orbs program next Thursday and Friday. Anyway, you can see where my truck is way out there. It's usually over here. And the culvert washed out because we had one shitload of rain here in one night. And as you can see, there's water laying here in the field. So I phoned the farmer to tell him that his culvert was washed out. He's also a friend of mine. Anyway, I just thought I'd tell him in case he didn't know. He says, "Yeah, I knew." He came down and took pictures of it. And I said, "Well, that field's going to be wet. You're not going to get in there for a friggin' week." And he said, "Yeah, I know." I said, "Yeah, and it's starting to bloom over by the road up there." He says, "Yeah, I know that too." He didn't want it to bloom. Anyway, he's not going to be able to get it all off. He's turned down or whatever they do with it, mowed. I said, "Well, I'm changing boxes." So I'm out here, take the honey supers off, put the bee escape in between, put another honey super on. Most of them have decently pulled comb in them. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. Refreshing all the honey supers here, so it's all the, I'm hoping, nectar from the buckwheat. But who knows? Maybe it's self-pollinating or whatever. Maybe it doesn't need bees. Maybe there's no nectar. I'll find out, because it's starting to bloom over here too, I see. Closer to the yard. But if he can't get on the field and it's blooming that much, I might get a crop of buckwheat honey, which is cool. So anyways, he might be pissed off about it, but I'm quite happy. Anyway, that's what I'm doing for the rest of today.